I bought this PRS SE Studio Standard from Amazon for $680 in October of 2025 because it is on 20% off and it is a great value, but I'm going to return it. I really love this mini humbucker called Narrow Field. I think it's very good. It has the tone of P90 and fat and also round and sweet and warm sound. I really like this. This is good too. It's not a cheap sound. Cheap pickup will have a narrow, empty, hollow sound. This is fat, chunky, bright. But I, I have to return it because it has grounding issue. Let me explain what kind of grounding issue it is. So if you try this in Guitar Center, you won't find the grounding issue. I have to use a headphone amp to identify it is indeed having a grounding issue. In speaker, when I am using a audio amp like Katana Boss 100 amp, I cannot hear the noise very clearly. I was suspecting this guitar from making noise when I plug it. You see, you cannot hear anything wrong. So let me play a E minor chord. Such a beautiful tone. And the middle. You will hear the beautiful tone. The problem is when I'm using audio amp and I'm connecting audio amp to the laptop. There, once I connect this, and every time I plug the string, I will hear a white noise, like noise. It's very subtle, but very annoying because it only appears when you plug string, especially the D string. And the most annoying part is it appear on middle and the neck position. So again, if you play in a 100 watt amp, you won't hear it because that grounding noise is lower than environmental noise. But when I plug a earphone amp, or you want to mix the audio into something else, you will hear it. So I believe there is grounding issue on these two coils. Very slight grounding issue. It's not ground loop because even if I touch the string or any metal part of the guitar, that ground noise still appears. So I bet it is a poor connection or poor electronic part. It's very pitiful because I really like the tone and I really like the control of this guitar. But I have to return it. I hope my next narrow field 3 from PRS, SE, and from Amazon will have a cleaner noise. And that small noise don't appear on my P90 in Gibson Les Paul Studio. So for a mini humbucker, it is very wrong to have ground noise. I would say in my copy of narrow field humbucker in this PRS SE, it is louder. The noise is louder than my P90 in my 25 years old Les Paul Studio. It is very wrong on the PRS SE factory because this is a modern pickup. It should be less noisy than the very old Les Paul. So come back to what I have done on this guitar is when I receive this, many YouTuber says the setup is perfect out of the box. In my case, it's not the case. The string action was too high. It was 2.25 millimeter and 2.25 millimeter on both string. It is like acoustic guitar high. Another drawback of this bridge is you have to lower the action from each string. So if you don't have this kind of radius tool, it will be very difficult for you. So it is time consuming when I take this out and I have to adjust the action because you need to lower by each string. And the problem is each string has two height action adjusting screws. So you have to lower this screw, then this screw just for one string, so two string. And so one string has two screws to adjust, and you cannot lower it unevenly. You have to lower both screws evenly. So it's not easy to adjust compared to other tremolo bridge or fixed bridge. So that's one drawback. The fret is very smooth, so I give it 4.5 star. The fret bar is not stainless steel, so it's kind of undesired. But for $680, it is very good. And I have to say, Gibson sucks because Gibson has very bad tuning problem, while PRS doesn't. So this kind of straight angle on the headstock really made the tuning so stable. I really like the PRS headstock solving the tuning instability, especially on the D and the G string. So that's why I understand PRS guitar is a really nice one to work with, because most of the time after a bending song on a Gibson Les Paul, I have to retune these two strings, and the PRS is very stable. Even so, it's a very cheap guitar. The tuning stability is insane. So overall, in summary, the narrow field humbucker is very good. You need to pay like $100 each if you want to buy similar tone from Seymour Duncan or Fender to have this kind of noiseless mini humbucker to have a single coil tone. But unfortunately, I believe there is a grounding issue, weak connection spot inside the inside of this guitar, making a very subtle but annoying grounding noise, especially on the D string, especially on the neck and the middle mini humbucker. And that noise is louder than my P90 guitar. So it is unacceptable because everybody know P90 true single coil should be more noisy, but in this case, the modern mini humbucker was soldered poorly and gave me more noise. So I have to say goodbye to this guitar. I have to return this. Oh, by the way, not many YouTube or photo shows how beautiful the white finish is. It is a pearl white. It's kind of sparkle finish, but the sparkle speckle or speckle finish, the speckle is very small. So it's beautiful. So overall, the appearance is very good. But I only have it for 1 week, and my fingernail already scratched the guard, the black guard. Overall, it's a good guitar, but be careful if you By this, you need to examine the noise carefully. Use a headphone. It's easier to identify the minor grounding issue. Okay, have a good day. I hope you enjoy this guitar. Bye bye.